Alright, I'm going live, by the way.
Okay.
It's actually.
You're just editing everything while we're on stream already.
Yeah, I don't care. What are they gonna do? Yell at me?
It's part of that boomer charm, I
Dude,
guess.
yeah, listen. Look, if they wanted fresh and flashy, they came to the wrong place. This is where the boomers come to live and play their shitty anime card game.
Alright, what's going on, Risen?
Yo. All right. So for those here, welcome to our restream at a more reasonable hour instead of like 1 a.m. I guess we're just gonna we just do all the matches today.
Yeah, I think we can just do them all today.
Yeah.
I think when I was looking at the kind of like the archive of the stream or whatever, it was in total like 2.5 hours, and I know that was also with some downtime in between with like the people they had casting, talking, and all that. So I
Yeah.
think we can probably power through it.
Okay. Oh wait, do you need me to stream this to you?
I would like for you to stream it to me, yes, so I can actually see what's going on.
Does that show it? There you go.
Let me see. There we go.
All right, sick. All right, I just we'll go ahead and get this going here. So the first matchup here is. Oh, actually, let me turn this. All right. So the first match is Quince versus Sinful. What's kind of interesting here is the Quince player is playing a very, I guess,
Unorthodox listing.
yeah, an unorthodox list for sure. We have the deck list on the side, so we can kind of go through it. Big thing to note is if you watched our prior video, whoops, I did not mean to put that there. We talked about 8 stamina Quince, but funny enough that,
8 door.
or yeah, it's 8 door now. Whoever was it Nanoha? Oh, is that guy going by Nanoha? I guess so.
I think that's
The guy on
his
the
full
left,
handle.
Nanoha, whatever his handle name is, he is playing 8 door Quince, which I haven't seen that much. Unfortunately, a lot of our locals don't play Quince too often. But we kind of went over the
I think
list,
they do.
right?
They just never play 8 door.
Yeah. But we kind of looked over the list, and honestly, the deck is just pretty vanilla, is how I would
It's
describe
all
it.
over the place. It's got some cool stuff, that is for sure. He's got like some cool power pumps and stuff going on, but overall, it's kind of it's not it's not like Sinful Gear tier. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, for sure. At least if it is at that power level, it kind of went under everyone's radar, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, generally,
I would have to be like, you would need to show me that this is a contender.
yeah, for
We
sure.
can kind of go with that.
Yeah. Sinful Gear also randomly going the route of the old 8 bar list. I'm not sure
Yeah.
exactly why this was a Maruhi. I don't know why he chose to go 8 bar. Personally, I like 8 bar more, but the combo he chose too, I felt like going into this would be kind of spooky. But once you looked at the breakdown for what made it into the 16 players, 6 of the 16 players are playing Sinful Gear. So I mean,
Yeah,
if you
yeah. It's like, I think if you're expecting if you're just teching for the mirror match, I think this is kind of the better way to go about it.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah, the I think the only real spooky part comes like if you face against like Standby Mushoku, and then you're at that point you're like, oh no, I can't play the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit. It gets really tough for sure, especially if they hit one first.
but yeah, I feel like this is more of almost like a pseudo hard read situation to where like if you're expecting to face the mirror a lot, they're never fighting you for board.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then it makes your level 1 game like you can actually contest their level 1 game where they
Mm-hmm.
just like lose their board because they don't get to the power level that you can defensively.
God,
You know, the sad thing is, I just looked at all of these Quince cards because I have no idea what they did. And then this guy decides to be like, what if I told you my deck was max rarity? So you can't actually identify any of the cards.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Our deck lists have like
Yeah.
the standard rarity where this guy it has a max rarity deck.
Yeah. So I think the yellow is the...
Is it the Ricky?
Wait, what? Yeah, it's the Ricky.
Yeah.
And then I think the other card... God. I want to say that's
the counter.
Cherry?
It's the runner.
Oh, it's the counter. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a free runner.
It's a little
but if you
grainy,
have,
so it's hard to make out.
Yeah, it's a free runner, and then if you have a full board, it's a 2K counter in your hand, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Makes your free runner like useful all game. The only downside is like it's a 1K runner, so you're definitely never gonna reverse anything with this 1K runner.
Yeah. Sinful Gear proceeding with the patented Tri-Field.
Yeah, 8 bar especially is like doesn't really care because you get to be as aggressive as you want all game, and then you have this really explosive mid game that just kind of gets obnoxious at some point. It's interesting.
He's just kind of explaining what his cards do, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Oh
interesting.
no, he's resolving an effect.
Yeah,
My bad.
The gold bar.
I forgot 8 bar gets to do that.
Yeah, interesting thing too is he went along with going with the clean cut, which is some of the recent builds have started dropping the clean cut Hibiki from the list because you're fighting against like Kaguya and stuff who just say you can't ever get clean cuts. But once again, maybe making that hard read.
I was like, I think this has to be more of like a hard read situation to where he's expecting to play just so much Sinful Gear that he's just specifically being like, hey, I'm not going to give people credit for this, so I'm just going to get my like value off my clean cut.
Yeah.
Because even does Standby Mushoku play the runner?
They have
they do play the runner.
That's it. So.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it's like because teching specifically into Kaguya and Mushoku, the clean cut's kind of whatever because they just kind of say I have this runner.
Yeah.
All right, so he uses the stock Ricky. Why do you love your waifu so much, you motherfucker?
Yeah, he's grabbing a free runner counter,
right?
No, that's a free runner counter. Yeah.
Okay. He loves his waifu too much. I can't identify its foils.
Yeah. One thing to note about 8 gate or door Quince is that if you have the Brainstormer out, which I believe that's the Brainstormer in the back row there, your hand size is actually capped at 8 instead of 7. Yeah.
Spicy.
So lets you get obnoxiously like huge hand sizes that you normally wouldn't be able to get, right? I forget here. Let me look at the door combo here.
The door combo is it's just like on attack reveal 3. Oh, it's on attack you ditch 1 and then reveal top hand. 3, add all of them to your hand if you meet the experience condition, which he does.
Yeah, all characters, obviously, not climaxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this kind of generates the idea that you constantly have 8 hand, essentially. And then the back row card there is a really cool tech card. I'm sure this is oftenly put in there, but it's a 1/0 yellow that you can play without having yellow. And then it's you can rest it to pump something 1K, so it activates all the startup effects that the 8 door list needs to happen. While at the same time using it, you can sack the card and discard a card to salvage a card. So you can activate something and then sack it and get combo pieces back and things like that, especially later in the game. Otherwise, there is a 1/1 support that is normally used that can pump lanes crazy amount, especially in like standby matchups. I'm sure that helps out a lot to make sure to get reverses on.
I see why the Sinful Gear player has made it this far. He definitely knows how to cancel on precise numbers. But the Quince player, I see why he also made it this far too, considering he just added 6 fucking cards to his hand. Oh my god. So powerful. So this is actually, I want to say, kind of on the spookier end for Sinful Gear as well. He has the one reverse in the center with the Ricky, but the other, the other cards can get kind of big.
Yeah, I mean, we already know he got a 2K counter to his hand, right? So
Yeah.
those on top of the 2K is going to be like pretty hard to reverse because generally, with the support in the back row, Sinful Gear only gets to 7K with climax, right? Unless they trigger climaxes while they're attacking. I'm sure that's gonna come into play here, especially after the 2K counter. I bet you.
And the yellow back row also pumps an extra 1K
No,
power.
isn't that?
It's cross turn.
Is it cross turn?
The yellow back row is cross turn. So all his two
yeah.
level 1s have 1500 power on act.
Yeah.
He's got the 2K backup, and then one of them also has the 1K
extra
power.
1000 power. Yeah.
So I think getting reverses here, I think, is going to be kind of difficult.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we're probably going to get the center here. Was going to get one of the reverses, but the other two lanes are probably going to fall. Even if he gets to the power range to be able to like fight the little side lanes, he has to remember that there's a 2K counter that just bumps it up to 8K instantly. So.
Oh, he overplays the Chiuri. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's out a lot of climaxes right now, right? So he's trying to fix his entire hand here, or his deck state, that is.
His combo is the only valid target, and that is a pretty good card to add.
And we see already he has the climax, so he's pretty good to go.
Yep. Place down that. It's nice because with his board, the Harna Encore Kirika, I think he's just gonna, like, he just kind of has to hold it, or the opponent, the Quince player, just kind of has to hold it, because it'll get to 8K, and I think that card it can also only get to 8K. Oh no, that card is the one he didn't pump power on. So. Asking power. Yep.
2K power.
Chooses to back up.
Yep.
Quince is eating all of this, though.
Do you value killing the Shirabe, the Saver Shirabe? Like, because normally you would use the effect to save it on your opponent's turn, right? So by killing it here, you like negate the chance of him being able to save it, right? So he could have an extra character the following turn.
Well, I mean, he can't save it.
Yeah, I understand. But I think the assumption was that he was hoping it would live cross turn, right?
Yeah. I think he was giving credit for him burning one counter, not burning two counters.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still, at the end of the day, once like he burns the one counter, you're still forcing him to burn the other.
Yeah, for sure.
He does get one salvage here, assuming we're gonna just see him salvage a combo piece.
Looks like he's grabbing a 2K counter. Interesting.
2K counter, that's kind of interesting. Kirika by herself, I think, is only 6'5".
I believe 6'5" with the back row support, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't trigger any bars here, so it didn't get like.
Oh no, it's only 6K. It's only 6K.
Oh yeah, because it's 5'5" plus the 500. Yeah, 6K. So yeah.
2K, I don't think. What is it? Those can get to 6K, 7K, 8K with a climax. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have grabbed the counter there.
Yeah.
But maybe he's thinking he might be able to scum an extra turn at level 1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like one of the roughest parts here for Sinful Gear, like which made I think which made choice a little bit better is that getting stuck at level 1, it just feels fucking horrible at Sinful Gear, especially if you're playing 8-bar.
God, is this the spicy card? Okay, it is the spicy card. Okay, so this 1/1, whatever her fucking quintuplet's name is.
Yeah,
she gets 1500 power and a level for every marker underneath her. She gets 500 power for all the back row characters you control. So she's sitting at 6'5". I'm assuming he pumped power, so 7'5".
Yep.
And when this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you can look at the top card of your deck and then marker it.
And then it gains 1500 in a level, so it becomes.
Yeah, it gets 1500 power in a level.
There is potential for it to get obnoxiously like too big.
Yeah.
But I mean, what? He's probably gonna burn the counter here, because unless he expects.
Thing is, it's sitting at 8K right now. So if he burns the counter, he loses his card too. And it's not like he cares
Isn't
about
it? Wait,
this.
isn't it? I thought it's sitting at 7.5. Is it not? Or am I
No,
mistaken?
because so the brainstorm, if you have 5 or more cards in your hand, the brainstorm becomes a front assist 5 during your turn.
Oh, so at most you trade here. Interesting.
Yeah. So that you can see Sinful Gear is kind of like really debating here. Even still, the marker thing isn't like that spooky for him.
Okay, he's going for the trade here.
He does take the trade. I was saying the marker thing's not super spooky for him because even if he gets a couple markers, the climax swap that this Sinful Gear player is running is also an on-play blink. So unfortunately, I don't think a card like that can ever take off against this particular list of Sinful Gear.
Looking at it too, he's going to be stuck at level 1, so maybe he wants to remove it because he knows it's going to give him another plus here, because he's not going to be able to like outpower it, especially because he doesn't have like the Hibiki Saver back row in his list.
Man, his hand is super sad. I think it's sad almost to the point of like you would consider clocking the level 3, but he doesn't because he's a man and he knows he'll draw playables.
Hell yeah, you always draw playables.
JK, he didn't draw playables.
Dude, don't worry. Look, dude. I'm a god. I'm gonna hit on this brainstorm.
Check out this brainstorm.
Oh, it didn't hit. All right, I'm bad at this game.
Okay, I think this is
this is a very awkward scenario.
Spooky.
Yeah.
He has pushing up the back row, plays the Jiri, plays one of the Kirikas. He has another one in hand. But yeah, this is unfortunately for the Quince player here, even though I would say he's like technically has like the board lead and like everything else lead, he's just eating all the damage.
Yeah.
Because he's whole level. Resolving Cherry, what are you gonna do?
Is there any reason for him to want to sack the Cherry like during his attack, like his turn basically, instead of putting it in the center and just crashing in the support instead?
I don't think so.
I'm just because I think he's only out 2 climaxes right now, right? So like,
I
think should be
in
a decent state.
I can't really see because he didn't refresh, right?
Yeah.
So
no, he did refresh.
He did. Okay.
Did he? Right? I believe he did. Yeah.
He probably just thought it didn't really matter because he didn't use the Chieri for the mill.
Yeah. I think I think
if there's a card you would ever, I guess, consider pay 3 encoring there, it would probably be the support.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, like at the same time though, I just feel like if he waited, he would have had more information to decide how if he wants to, resolve Cheery or not.
Yeah.
Dude, the guy just knew. He was just like, I'm gonna like double cancel this turn, no problem. Oh, that is so good. Like drawing climaxes with he clocks the climax.
That's the wrong bar. That's why.
Well, I mean,
it's the wrong bar.
He has
because he's just gonna draw the other bar. It's easy, dude.
I mean, if you ever want to grab other pieces with your level 0, that comes into play that you need to play anyway. God. It's like drawing into bar is always, or any climax is always really good because you can immediately grab a level 3.
Hits off a brainstorm. He's gonna grab the Kirika, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, dude.
He has 2 Kirika, so it's double Kirika plus whatever. Garbage this lane. Probably does he have another Cheery in hand? So he's going to play Cheery, the thing, and then whatever.
I think he top decked another playable.
Yeah.
Oh, he has double Cheery in hand.
It's probably like Kirika, then double Cheery, and then into like event, right?
Yep. Is the fucking card in the center? Oh, it's the stock healer. Okay. Rarity. God damn it.
All right, now we get to see why Sinful Gear is considered busted right now.
Yep.
All right, event goes into level zone.
Pay the 1. We draw the card. Drew just the other event. Yep.
And he's gonna heal off the climax.
Oh, he just heals. Yeah. Okay.
His hand's a little rough here. It's only a 2-card hand, but I guess he can just pay 2 salvage off of Chris if he really needs it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like he's not killing the early play. But it doesn't really matter that he's not killing the early play because he's probably going to set Quince to like 3-3 here.
Yeah. Well, the thing here is like you just fucking side here. You don't even take the chances of possibly losing your thing.
Quince player. Did you know? Do these players have access to their opponent's deck?
I don't remember if they have access or not.
I was like, because if they don't, then or if they do, this also makes sense because Quince player runs 2 anti-change backups.
Yeah.
He triggers another bar.
Yeah,
man, that's so good.
I think he front attacked in this last attack. I don't know why he did that. I probably would have not done that personally, because like you're already so far ahead. So getting the guaranteed damage through is really important.
Yeah,
because Quince is already like positioning like they're considering about. Yeah, he says 3 here, so he definitely front attacked. I would have just sided 100%.
Well, I think Quince player is now deliberating, getting a count of climaxes. I think, or other Kirikas in waiting room. Yeah, well, you see him slam it down, unless this is the Dean tactic of just like showing up, slamming a face down card and baiting your opponent.
All right, so he gets to negate the 3 here. Yeah, see, that's why I would have preferred the side like 100% of the time.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Enough though. If he really wanted to, he could just pay 2 salvage with this Chieri.
Oh, he's going to use the Chieri here, ditching the event, which he can just get back to hand anyway.
To mill out?
Yeah, I think he has 1 climax left, if I remember correctly, unless he just blind stalked it here.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, also ditching the event here is really good because he already drew or got back from memory the level 0, so he can just search out the event if he needs to.
If he really, he can. Yeah. So yeah, there he goes. Like we said, he's going to pay 2 salvage.
Yeah,
just grabs back the Kirika for next turn.
Interesting, he didn't pay 2 salvage first to see if he blind stalked the little climax that's left in his deck. He just had faith that it was still there. Because if he knew he blind stalked it, then he knew he could have just gone to 1 card left in his deck, right? So
yeah. Blind stalked it, and he had no climaxes left. He would have just refreshed.
Yeah, for sure.
Quince player, show me what's up, dude. Play down another stock healer. It's boring.
Yeah, it's
all
really
we do
rough.
Is heal.
Yeah, it's really rough for the Quince player. Like, you know, we didn't get to see as much as we want from this deck because it got pushed so fast up to level 3. Like, if you already lose like being equal to Sinful Gear early on, like Sinful Gear just gets to build such a huge lead off of the Krika early play. It's obnoxious.
Curious what the Quince player's turn's going to entail here. I'm just wondering if he's just going to opt for like vanilla swings. It's probably going to be the case.
Yeah. Man, Quince's hand size too is getting really small, and like the Quince finisher of choice in 8 door is just like you have to discard 3 characters from your hand to do anything. So like dwindling your hand size down like this like really sucks too for Quince.
The brainstorm though, so he's kind of recouping hand, but like yeah, the only way he can heal is through stock healers, and
those so I was just gonna check. Really yeah.
All of Quince's other level 3s either help him draw cards or like big burn one or something on play.
Mm-hmm.
Tap.
Ooh, power pumping, sacking, grabbing something. Was that a level 3? I couldn't tell. Oh no.
I think that's.
Oh, it's the 1/1 support.
Oh.
All right, sure.
Support. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna pump 2,500 there, plus another 1,000 from startup. All right.
Yep. So he's just telling Simple Gear player your Keurig is dead. Then he's gonna move the brainstorm in front of it.
He's slamming the climax.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah, is this?
I don't know about this one, dude. This is. I think this is a little too ambitious.
Yeah, I feel like
unless he needed to get this out of his hand, there is no reason to slam this down.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What's up? It's the level 1 combo, but for some reason,
why is he?
Yeah, I'm not very sure.
I'm just kind of like trying to understand why he crashed his level 1 combo into the Kirika. Why is he like? I'm trying to understand if he's trying to have open lanes for something.
10-5. Wait, I'm sorry. His level 1 combo is like 10-5 right now, right? With the support? Or am I wrong here?
Maybe?
Did he pump it or? Okay, yeah. So they tie here. They both reverse each other.
Why would?
That's.
I guess his thought. Oh, eats the 4. Maybe I was wrong the whole time. Nah, I'm kidding. He just got lucky. No, yeah, I'm not. I guess his thought process there was he'd rather take the gamble with Sinful Gear player attacking in a lane with extra soul as opposed to giving him modular damage. That has to be the only.
The only reason.
It's like the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. It's kind of rough there too that his combo only gave him 2 cards to hand. I forget what the cost on it is. Is it ditch a card or
ditch on the combo? Yes, it's ditch.
Yeah, so he didn't even get like very good value off of it. I mean, if he went +3, he would have been +1 at the end because he had to use the climax and then ditch a card. So and got 2 cards in return. So that replaced the climax and the card he ditched. So it's kind of like eh.
Okay. Down the Kirika pays the 2. He's gonna probably pay the 1. Yep. Top deck of the gods.
He top check. Hold on. Let me see if I high rolled here or not. Let me play another draw or Krika or whatever. That's not too bad of a draw there though. Getting the Chris Miller.
Kind of dead now because he already has a Cheery on the field.
Yeah.
There's no. He's not gonna be doing pay 2 salvage anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I hate these plays so much. First, why would you just swing with
opting to do that?
Yeah, like I would swing in the open lane first, and then
I think like especially if you know because you should kind of know if that card is a climax or not. Mm-hmm. You should be trying to like swing your biggest damage first.
Yeah, I mean he would like top check 2 off of this. Like the biggest thing here is if he triggered in the open lane, right, he would swing in for 4, and then if it sticks, refresh, which lets him set up the side with Krika to top check to remove climaxes or make sure it's clear to burn 2 for game. Like
he just cancels the normal swing, so then pumps power there. Damn. Oh no, and here comes the Mocha. Alright, Kirika, what you got?
He's like, yeah, it's good. Like, yeah, both good on top. Dude. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, see you later, idiot. What do you... come on, dude. Stop posturing.
Yes,
there's literally nothing you can do.
Well, yeah.
I guess you can potentially save the card because I think maybe the Kirika could potentially be over this Itsuki now. But that...
I mean, I think if you had a sat counter, you would have used it on the or not the Shirabe attack. Actually, would you have actually?
No, because I think you have because you have to.
Because Shirabe was first,
you would
right?
use it on the Shirabe.
Yeah, to sack the center. Yeah. All right. Sinful Gear moving forward, seeing the power of Sinful Gear and how it cancels, how it's a super fucking amazing deck. All right, we can skip ahead here. Unfortunately, the high definition version I was downloading is not working anymore, so stuck with YouTube here.
Are you sure it's not working, or maybe this is what Bushiro would call high definition?
Yeah. All right, next match here is Kaguya versus Mushoku. The Mushoku list is 8 standby, which we talked about a little bit in our meta discussion right before Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a deck that recently got pretty popular. I know there were 3 Mushoku total. I don't know if they were all 8 standby. But this is the one that made it. And from my understanding, there was a second Mushoku that did technically make top 4.
Standby 2 pants or something.
Yeah, I think there was 2 Mushoku that technically made top 4, but in Japan they used the diversity rule, which means the other Mushoku got bumped out of top 4 and they replaced it with another set that wasn't represented. What's up?
I might have replaced it with Quince or something.
Maybe. I'm not exactly sure.
Either way, I think I've actually played this matchup, so interesting to see how this would go. If Mushoku player high rolls really hard at the start and gets out multiple within the first couple turns, Kaguya player is not going to be able to
do much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's he's not going to be able to plus or get at least one search off, which is
the big thing
you
here.
You kind of want at least 1 or 2 searches off your Kaguya.
The big thing here, to me, I think Kaguya is generally favored in this matchup, especially how Japan plays against standby. So they do run 1-0s that kill 2-2s, and unless Mushoku does some obnoxious stuff and triple 2-2s at level 1, their board's gonna die every turn. All right, so the Rudy PR here doing in lots of work already. So Kaguya player playing their runner in the center immediately, because if they once they get answered, they have to play. They play their 3/5. It can't run anywhere afterwards, But most lists actually run some number of this PR card, which is really powerful. It's on play.
I think they run one of actually, because they run the Rujerd.
Yeah. This list
runs the card is only it only has value at the start of the game for the most part.
Yeah.
So they'll run I think this list particularly runs 3 of the Rugerds, which can just automatically search for it. So if you open the Rugerd, you're more or less open to the Rudy.
Yeah. Or any other piece that you need.
So you can kill any of their free runners, kill their K runner, so on and so forth.
Yeah. The Rugerd is really good in standby Mushoku, I think personally, because the strongest point this deck has is level 1, because level 1 is when you get the opportunity to literally nut the field if you get really, really lucky. And hitting 1 first as standby decks is always really important. So Rugerd, obviously being a costless clock yourself effect is really, I think, really powerful, while at the same time grabbing counters, grabbing your 1-ofs, like you said.
Not seeing it, because I think Mushoku still would have immediate tactical advantage, just because if they prioritize maybe trying to get 2 of the 1/1s out, Kaguya's kind of, I feel they're kind of floundering a little bit.
What, as far as Kaguya fighting into this?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Because we already know Kaguya has the ability to power pump insane amounts. On top of most Kaguya lists in Japan play in anticipation to fight standby lists, so they have the 1-0 that kills level 2s. So it gets really big. So your card can hit 15-16k, right, when it fights level 2.
Yeah.
So it can break boards for sure. And the biggest weakness.
So Mushoku player's not even running okay. Yeah, so he's not running counters. So yeah, never mind. Kaguya would, with a couple power pumps, they'd pretty easily be able to kill off the 1/1s too. So
yeah.
Interestingly enough, this Mushoku list, I don't know if Mushoku, the standby Mushoku, have started doing this. They've been trying to slam in the 1-0 blue event.
Oh yeah, I think most people that are still playing standby play started putting in the Roxy stuff because the biggest annoyance with the deck is that there's not enough good ditch outs that
Yeah.
give value. But if you're able to play the Roxy Pendant and stuff, it fixes all that issue immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like this really like personally, I think most people agree this Bonder here is absolute garbage. But in the standby deck, it makes it infinitely better because, like we said earlier, you don't have access to a lot of very good ditch outs. So the event plus the event Bonder both being like free ditch outs to set up your waiting room for standby targets and stuff like that is really, really strong.
What is he grabbing off this event though? Initially looked like he was going to grab one of the 2/2 Galanes to just immediately.
Or you mean the
ditch
1/0
it.
Galane? I think it was the 1/0 Galane.
Oh, it was the 1/0?
Yeah,
Okay.
that card is relatively big, and when you standby out the support or the 2/2 that is, it becomes a 107k, and it can technically attack in at 8k power if you accelerate. That's one thing like I've learned recently, especially playing a standby list, like why that accelerate effect even in Sword Art Online standby lists is so important because it can accelerate you into level 2 when you're stuck at level 1 to start pumping out the level 3 supports and stuff like that. It gets pretty obnoxious at times.
Ditches the runner. Hard plays the 1/1. We want the value. Pushes up everything else. Plays down the bounce back card.
Because we stand by here, bounce back, plus another 1,000 somewhere or whatever, right? Oh no, it's top check 2 and then rearrange.
Top check 2. What was this?
It's top check 2 rearrange, but I don't know if it gets power
it's
as
top
well.
Top check 2 rearrange and it gets 1k power.
Yeah. Is it till end of opponent's turn, right, or no?
No, it's just for the
turn.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so the 2/2 Galane there is just global 1k, which is pretty powerful.
Opted not to run, right?
Yeah, opted not to run. There's no reason to run. He loses every lane because he power pumped the Roxy to make sure that he would win every lane. On top of like the global 1k.
Gets the 2/2 out.
Yeah, so after hitting this is the type of situation where you want to get, there's one of them going to waiting room there. You know exactly what your opponent's doing next turn, especially if you clear their front row. Like their back row gets pushed up and they play another standby most likely, or at least try to trigger standbys. So at this point, if the Kaguya player can get both of his 2-ofs, 1/0s that kill level 2s, like to answer the following turn's board, like
I think he can do this easily, right? So I think the play here for the Kaguya player is he's going to Ricky, get himself another combo off on the level 0s and go from there. And then from there, he'll search what he needs.
Does he have the climax for the combo right now? It looks like he doesn't have the standby. He has
the door?
He has the door right now, which is the issue. So I think you just end up Ricky. Do you just Ricky for the 1/0 here, and so you can answer the next turn board?
He's just asking to see what standby targets he has, like spread out the waiting room. Does he run any other potential answers? He kind of doesn't.
So he could Ricky here, power pump the 1/0 to get it into a range to be able to fight the 1/1, right? Because he also has the drop searcher in hand still, so he could slam climax even though it's off not the correct combo piece, but still push damage while clearing the board completely. I think if he prioritizes clearing the board and gets the answers to his 2/2 board the following turn, he's in like a incredibly good position to like win the game.
Yeah. Because he might not even do that. Have you pre-watched some of these games before? How long do these guys typically take to think?
In nationals, there's like basically no time rule, so they take forever because obviously the game's best of one. So yeah, I mean, I can honestly speed it up a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is one of the plays that literally takes forever. All right, there he's starting it.
So he Ricky's.
Yeah, he power pumps the 1-0. Ricky's gets the level 1 here. I'm pretty sure, like, if he can get it, he gets the 1-0 that kills the level 2s here. Because he can't combo this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put it on the bottom of his deck. So, yep, that's what he's going for. The second one is in his waiting room. So if he has a way to grab it from his waiting room, that would be, like, the ideal situation.
Yeah.
Then he can answer both 2-2s. Yeah.
He could opt to spammable brainstorm next turn to try to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like one of the things he can do.
Oh, he's doing it now. Oh, he had a gate to pay out, right? All right.
Mm-hmm.
That forward there. So what, the 1-0 is what, 7k right now?
Yep. What's her face? Eris is currently sitting at.
Then pump that. Is it a 1k pump on the?
It is a 1k pump.
So it's 8k. Then he's gonna 2k pump here with the 1k. Yeah. So he gets it out of counter range,
pump
right?
the Chica. Yeah, he's gonna pump the Chica.
Okay. Yeah. So 8, 9. Yeah, it's 9k here. So even if he 9-5, he must know. Do they know the list? Because he's not afraid.
They might because the Mushoku player is not running counters.
Yeah, just the way he played it was
even
like
still,
not
well,
afraid
no,
of counters.
even still, if he was to potentially, like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So even if he had a counter, he was just gonna clean cut his Kaguya to the back row anyway.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter too much. And the last one trigger is for a gate, so I'm assuming he's gonna grab the Miyuki. Assuming he's gonna grab the Miyuki. Yep.
Yeah, they must have had some idea of these people's lists because the way he played that was just so like not afraid of counters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would actually think that maybe, just kind of going back to that thing, considering counter is also randomly a Roxy name and it's more blue, they'd be like more incentivized to potentially play a 1-0 2k backup.
But, yeah. I mean, from my personal experience of playing the deck, I have Roxy counter there as a 2-of, and because like any turn you get of Eris combo at level 1, you just end up milling and then grabbing the counter like every time, and you're just like, look at your opponent, go, yeah, and now you have to deal with this 2k counter on this 8-5 board. Like, have fun.
So he uses Rudius's salvage. He does whenever it goes to waiting room, you can pay 2 salvage to grab back a copy of itself.
Oh, he can pop the front row right now because it's the only card. I'm not sure if he's doing it.
He can pop the front row to potentially get more damage through. I think that's like his reasoning there. He's got to be really careful though. Considering Kaguya player's already shown him he has 2 of the Miyukis, so if he plops anything down like this, and then he doesn't have any like 2/2s or whatever to replenish his board after this, he's going to be in kind of an awkward spot.
Oh, absolutely. Like, honestly, at this point, like, knowing that my opponent has like an answer to my 2/2 is like already really, really shitty.
Yep. So
it's like
down the Rudius.
Yeah. If he's playing that, we know he has a standby in hand. So he's gonna get another 2/2 out on the board here.
Off to standby.
Top check 2 here. What does see? Well, he did move the top card to the second card, so we'll see.
Yep.
I assume it's a standby. If it
Probably
is,
another Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Yep. Another Ghislaine. And then if he had another standby, he's probably going to standby out the
other Ghislaine. So there's 3 Ghislaines out, right?
either the Ghislaine or another copy of the Eris.
I think does he run more than?
He runs 2.
2? Okay. Yeah, I think you just pop the Ghislaine out here. Okay, so we hit standby. I think you get the Ghislaine every time because it just makes your board so hard to kill. The front row Ghislaine becomes 9k plus 2k power pump, so it's 11k.
Cancels on 4. Dab, 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 dab. Stay free.
Yeah. So 2 there.
Damn,
Kaguya.
double
Kaguya running away with the lead here. Like, it's so good though that he was able to slam standby and trigger another standby this turn, because following this, like, we know for sure one of these 2/2s are dead. So he probably kills one of the 2/2 Ghislaines. He didn't grab this. He only has one of the 1/0s, right? That kills 2/2s right now.
2.
He got both into his hand already?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Yeah, in that case,
no, because last turn, right? Because he rickied for 1 and then he hit the gate.
Oh, he did? Oh my god. Yeah. I missed that by accident. Oh yeah, he looks like he has 2. So we know both 2/2s are gone.
The awkward part for that Miyuki though. It sits at 12-5. The Ghislaine is at
The Ghislaine is only 11, and the 2/2 currently is at fucking like 13. Yeah, but he can power pump at 1k, right? So it's 13-5. So he gets over the entire board here.
Yeah, what are you gonna do for us? Kaguya's out of climaxes. I think I just saw 6 or 7 there.
Yeah.
I think that's 7. So he plays down the Resonator. I'm gonna think he
probably resonates here
to get some hand. Because as appealing as those clean triggers are, you have to think about potentially the next couple turns.
Oh no, his handy. He has 5 cards.
Oh, he actually has 5 cards in hand. Yeah, he can probably get away with not doing it then.
Yeah, just take the 2 clean triggers already.
Yeah.
Yep, power pump there.
Power pump.
Dude, yeah. If I was the Mushoku player right now, I'd be so upset, but also very happy that I high rolled into another standby trigger to be able to get another 2/2, because
you're upset, but the thing is, you knew this was coming.
Yeah.
So. All right, so he levels. I was gonna say randomly levels the Roxy. Yeah, level 1/1 Eris. Card's kind of whatever now. He's gonna pop the pendant. Search the tap counter for BM. Oh, never mind. Search his brainstorm.
I'm surprised he hit so many standbys, considering he hasn't had the brainstorm out. Because usually, whenever I play the deck, the only times I ever get really good standby hits is when I'm able to twin drive at least in one lane.
Well, you see, kid, that's why he's at.
That's right. You're right. That's why he's at Nats and I'm not. Understandable.
That's kind of how I've been seeing how these players play and be like, damn, this is why they're here and I'm not. Kaguya's refreshing all 8 here. He's got pretty good refresh going back, considering he's got full board, 3 stock, 5 cards in hand, 4 cards in that zone. So that's what, about 10, 17, 8, 1 and 4. It's not the worst.
I think that's fine for second deck. I think if you're getting 1 and 3 on second deck, you're out there. Looks like he knocked his deck so he could rearrange. He's like, hold on, I don't want to trigger that card.
Yep.
Let's kind of speed through this a little bit here. Man, honestly, watching. Honestly, I haven't watched any Kaguya matches ever. I've only played a few times with the English deck I have. I'm like, yeah, this deck is good, and then just never touched it again. But watching these guys play this deck, I feel like the deck is actually way more obnoxious than I give it credit. Holy crap!
He's just saying, can I just reshuffle? Thing is, though, I think Kaguya is kind of like more reactive and like on the back foot here. Because, like, they're a hybrid standby deck, but none of their like 2/2s or whatever can contest this board.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is why they played the 1/0 president. Unlike in English, a lot of people play the other 1/0 president. Like it's like becomes like a 6/5.
It's like the real flex spot because like in English you play the 1/0 that gets to be a 7/5 level 2 behind that 1/1 Kaguya assist there.
Yeah.
So costless 7/5 level 2's pretty strong. And the only real big like I think standby threat we had when
was Dal.
Yeah, that deck was running around was Date Alive.
And even
now I think with the advent of like slime and stuff, you might be more incentivized to run this 1/0 Miyuki. The problem is you kill the Geld and they'll just sack it off in another or to save another lane. So it's still kind of whatever. Mushoku player Clock True there. I'm actually not a fan of that. Especially after you got the Brainstorm. Because you know you're winning board this turn. And Kaguya player probably can't like he doesn't have as strong of a follow-up as he'll have here. Because he'd need to hit like that spammable Brainstorm. So yeah, I'm not sure why the clock draw there was necessary.
Hit standby off the first trip. So we just get the 3/2 support out, I think. If
he has it. Yep, he does.
Yeah, this is when the board actually becomes obnoxious. This is like, yeah.
Kaguya's player like I cancel, and I cancel again, and they'll cancel a third time for you.
Triggers the stock swap here. It's a 1/0, right? So he's probably not going to have access to that anymore unless he's like brings it back somehow.
It's last trigger, so you can like brainstorm it out.
Yeah.
If you really wanted it, but Kaguya is not really it's not really a stock compression deck, and I think this turn he's going to be spending a bunch of stock anyway. So he's not going to be concerned with having access to it.
And this list does run the 2/1 tap counter, right? There's almost no reason for
he runs one of the tap counter, and then he runs one of the sack counter along with it.
Oh, finally damage sticking. Mushoku player back in the game.
The problem with this is now Kaguya can just like early play. On the bright side, though, their early plays are never actually like sticking to the board, considering you have
so
you have both of the Galanes out.
Yeah, so the entire first board is the front board is 12k, so he has to beat 12k in every lane to like actually contest this board. So we're probably just gonna see like a Dirtle turn here, most likely. I mean,
more than likely.
Yeah, Kaguya can power pump.
You could consider like hitting the fattiest spammable Brainstorm you've ever seen in your life, but I think beyond that, I don't think there's too much else.
Yeah, looks like he drew a standby there. Clock here. Ooh, president. There we go. Level 3 president there. You could see a turn here where he like
wants to actually like play it though.
Yeah, but I mean, like being able to get rid of the 2/2 Eris Encore, so it just never fucking comes back, is like pretty big. And if you can answer like the guilds, then it kind of gets really uncomfortable for Mushoku. But I feel like that's not going to happen here.
He resonates, grabs the power pump. That's actually pretty huge.
What's the condition on president? Is it 2 or less or 4 or more?
It's 2 or less.
2 or less. So he can play it right now if he really wants to. But he's moving this up. Is he planning to hit the stand or play the standby this turn?
Yeah. without a doubt. Reveals. No power pump.
He power pumped itself, no problem.
No, yeah.
I mean, not like it's gonna get through this board anyway, right?
Okay, so he's just dirtling them. He's not even going to play president. He's just going to swing 3 times and then say, yeah, go ahead. If he's playing the standby here, though, I think he would consider either grabbing the Icy Tail if he has it in the waiting room, because that pumps power to his board while it's in the front row, or he plays down a 3-2 Kaguya. Or he just standbys out a 2-2 and tells me to get fucked, make me look stupid. And he can do that, too.
Did he have a 3-2 Kaguya in his waiting room?
He probably didn't. Shogun player double canceling there, which is good.
I forget that kid's name. What's the 2-2's name again?
Ishigami.
Ishigami? I mean, how big does he? He's naturally what, like 10k?
He gets to 10k. Yeah, he gets to 10k and he has hand encore.
I mean, like the following turn here, he can probably contest some of these 2-2s, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because I mean, you also have the level system in the back row.
Yeah,
so it can be like 11k.
Ooh, we got the Eris early play here, so we're gonna top check here and then potentially burn one.
Kaguya player's like, the fuck's that card?
Dude, it's
never seen this card.
I love that card, dude. I also played this one.
He's like, this is my waifu, dude. Takes the burn one. That's one of the Kaguya players, I want to say, kind of like spicier text. So that Chica gets to 10k if you have 2 other characters. Mm-hmm. But if you play it down as just a 2-2, you can ditch your card to refresh both players.
Yeah, so you can force your opponent into bad positions or yourself into good positions based on like game state. I think it's a really cool tech. Instead of playing 3 of the Ishigami, right? Because usually you would play 3 of the 2-2, but you cut 1 for this Chica.
Oh, he plays 2 of the Chica. He plays 2 Chica, really? 3 Ishigami split.
Ooh, spicy.
I think what he opted to do was to just cut the 1-0 counter out of the list, because I know a lot of like the quote-unquote standard lists would run a 1-0 counter.
You hit a standby here, that's kind of useless. Second standby, also useless, unfortunately.
That's no bueno.
Yeah. This is a sign of death. So
that's a lot of damage.
He's out 4 climaxes already. Kind of rough. Yep. Oh, it's alright. Kaguya just says I'm going to eat it anyway.
Eat the 4. Like a champ. Kind of curious what Kaguya player's follow-up here is.
He does have the president, so he can clear parts of the board out here.
Yeah,
right?
So I think if he has president here, he uses it to kill the Ghislaine.
No, you use it to kill the 3-2, so it doesn't go back to his hand, so he can keep burning you.
Oh, that's right. The 3-2 has that bounce back, huh?
Yeah, so you definitely clock kick that for sure. The other 2 lanes, I'm not exactly sure the game plan here, because the 2-2 should get big enough to kill one of the lanes because of all the power pump that Kaguya has access to. Did he have a president in hand? Looks like he's out 2 gates right now. Does he have another gate in hand, or?
I don't think he does. I don't think I saw him clock draw one.
Yeah, he hasn't clock drawn yet. So there's Oh wait, is that a gate at the end?
Does.
I think it is.
That might be a standby.
Oh, he has the gate now. Oh, yeah. And another standby.
Oh no!
Not like this. No! Not like this, boys.
Clock draw 2 climaxes when you're at level 3. This is no.
Dude, he doesn't have to worry. Just kill your opponent.
Pure sign of death right here.
Just kill him, and then he doesn't have to worry, man.
Just kill him.
Like, he has the climax. He has a clock kick to get rid of the 3-2 Eris. Dude, yeah, this guy's dead, man.
Oh, okay. All right, hit me with it. What do we got? He does still have some potential search left to him. So he still has, like, the eye drop search if he wants to grab something, and then he can also resonate. The problem is he only has 7 stock to work with, so he's got he's not everything is open to him, I guess is the best way to put that.
I'm going to speed it up here a little bit, because I think he's probably going to spend a lot of time thinking about this play, because this is potentially, like, the last turn, essentially.
Yeah, This for him especially. This is potentially last turn. The worst part too is I think here I wasn't really tracking where the tap counter is. He probably has to take into account that he also has to play around a tap counter.
True.
And while President can clear one lane without having to worry about it, his other lanes don't really have that kind of, what would you call it? They don't have that safety net. Quick power check. Galen should be 9, 10, 12. Eris is like 14, and the side Eris is 12? Or no, she is 13.
Yep.
Pushes up an Ishigami. What's the mix, dude? What's the mix? What mix are you hitting him with?
Always going for the overhead. Actually, empty jump low.
Plays down Kaguya healer. So I'm trying to think. I don't think the Kaguya gets very. Oh no, the Kaguya will get large enough. Yep. Bounce back. Power to the Kaguya. He's like, yeah, how about you put some dice on there, so we know where you pump power. Mushoku player might honestly be dead here, considering he double triggered last time.
Yeah.
This is
Ooh, eats the 3, and this clock.
And now Kaguya too doesn't, since he sees the tap counter go into his clock here. I mean, not even concerned with it anymore either.
Yeah, I mean, if he was gonna do it, it would have been that immediately then, because then you just tap the Kaguya level 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely tap the Kaguya level 3 because he already has a climax trying to area thing. Now, absolutely no fear
kicks,
here.
Yeah, get that out of here. I do technically think he gets the he should still be getting the information.
It doesn't reveal it's ditch a card, add to hand when it gets reversed.
Oh, okay. It's I was thinking of a different profile.
Yeah, burns 1 here, and then
the swing is for 3. So this is lethal.
Don't mind me, just a casual lethal here.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Kaguya is fucking huge. Yeah, see you later. That. Get blasted, kid.
And then he had the potential burn 1 as well on top of that.
Yeah, he had a burn 1, and then he also, if he wanted to get sneaky... No.
Yeah, because the last attack for 3 would have been enough for 3, or for game there.
So Kaguya takes that down, so... Here's the finals. Kaguya versus Sinful Gear. RIP to both of these decks in Japanese. Both of these decks are getting fucking obliterated on.
When's the ban list? It's like in a month or so or less?
Yep. Oh I don't know when the announcement, like when we'll actually have like the announcement for it though. It'd be like, because they'll typically announce what's getting banned before the actual ban list takes into effect. So
yeah, well, 100%. I think we're all in agreement. Like Sinful Gear being banned. I wonder how Kaguya is going to turn out. I feel like they're just completely new to that deck, and it just becomes unplayable, or they just hope they got power creeped out.
Jason, a little bit earlier, I think the only way you nerf Kaguya is like you take away the stuff that makes them good.
Fair. All right, we'll get into this.
I was like, Kaguya, while super strong, I think at the same time is made strong by almost all the cards they run. And to really, like, if you really wanted to hurt that deck, you got to hurt one of their things that enables the deck to run properly.
Mm-hmm.
And without it, the deck becomes, I think, significantly worse.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm just kind of thinking, like, right? So we'll take a look at a lot of the cards that Kaguya shares. If you hit the Ricky, it can't get to absurd power levels anymore. You can maybe hit, I guess, Clean Cut K. Maybe. But that's like their big, like, that's the reason why you play that deck at level 0. The card's bonkers.
Yeah, well, Kaguya's level 0 lineup is probably the best lineup, you would say, you think? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, if you hit Spammable Brainstorm, you take away, like, their like, deck manipulation and deck speed. All right, so Sinful Gear is bad. He had to open his card that he doesn't want to die. He's the clock.
3 climaxes.
Did you open clean cut? He did not open clean cut.
Yeah, this is like one of the few times you're able to like actually do something with clean cut. Oh no, he can search it here, right?
He can, yes.
Yeah, so he just searches clean cut here.
Yep, there it is. Searches clean cut. The center runner for Kaguya. It's a suicider, but it's only 1k. So he'll just be able to just do exactly that. So he'll be dead in every lane. He gets the clear board here, which is nice.
I think that's fine because not saving, incentivizing him to like not save the
potentially think
support.
About saving the drop search. Yeah, I still think at the same time, I still think you save the assist every time.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because you don't really care.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you still want to try to get the reverses off of Kaguya. So if they're gonna stick around that low or high level 0, low level 1 without like having a big board, you're kind of fine with it. Miyuki's practically worthless in this matchup. There's no level 2s to kill.
Yeah.
He will get the search off of his 1-0. The awkward part here is if you're trying to deny Sinful Gear's climax combo, you have to play this super awkwardly.
Yeah, I think you just don't care. Like, it as much as it kind of sucks, like
you just kind of have to hold it. And
yeah,
you just gotta hold it. Like, all right, I guess you got it.
Make peace with the fact that you can't really play around the combo because you're not like fighting for board all the time here.
Well, Sinful Gear player is eating the damage. Does hit a gate on his last trigger because he is a good player.
Nice. And then he's gonna salvage again because why not?
Oh, it's a search.
Oh, search. He's gonna search. My bad. I always forget. I was like, wait a minute. What does your combo do? You play 8-bar? My mistake.
That would actually be hilarious. He's like, oh wait, shit, you play this combo? Oh no. So wait, what?
My assumption here is he has no other good searches.
I guess.
Like
I guess.
Like a Costa's playable.
The Miyuki is a 6-5 on your turn, so you can contest the combo. So it does make sense. So thankfully, if we want to say thankfully, for the Kaguya player, he can only do up to 2 combos. I guess he can only do 1 here because Kaguya is good and sent 2 of his combos to clock. Hits a gold bar. Let's see how much he wants to speed through this deck. Ditches Eagle Lima. Adds the combo. I'm gonna assume he ditches. Probably, yeah.
Jesus. James, Soy Saucer, Weiss, WS, man, coming in, constantly supporting. What a god. Dude, this guy's gonna run out of money. He supports like every content creator in Weiss. Like, if you guys ever
Thank you for the donation, James. Yes. We appreciate it, man. Gonna choose to salvage here. What's he getting? Yep. I think Sinful Gear player has like what, a 4-card hand.
Yeah,
it's not looking too good.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, and he doesn't have a brainstorm out, which is also like
he doesn't have brainstorm, and he ditched the level 3 combo which I think is a little... I don't like it. Because you're probably getting hit to level 2 this turn, so I don't know why you'd keep the level 1 combo.
No, man, he knows. He's just like, I'm going to triple cancel here because I'm a god.
I don't think he can triple cancel with how many climaxes he's out.
Listen, we don't talk about how many climaxes.
I think he's probably just kind of like going to count his blessings and be like, thank God Kaguya's like incentivized to play like a standby here to try to get like, to try to farm some reverses.
Yeah.
So that way it's not too bad. Because I think if Kaguya player had the ability to like slam a gate, he could push a lot of damage this turn.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has a gate in his hand either, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, there was.
I think that is a.
I think that's a gate. Are you sure? All right.
God, I can't identify.
I think it's a standby. I mean, I think it's a gate, dude. If it's a gate, okay. This is some big damage coming through.
There's the Miyuki.
It is a gate, I think, because I saw the white on the bottom of it.
There's the K.
Oh no climax. All right.
No climax.
Oh, he gets a clean cut here though, right? So that's kind of that's kind of cute.
Oh.
Wait, did the Sinful player just double cancel?
Yeah, I think that was his last climaxes.
I hate this game. Why do we play Weiss? It's such a garbage game.
What do you mean, dude? This is Worlds. These are the best of the best. There's a reason why they got here, Kit.
I forgot that's why he built his deck to do that, to double cancel. Yeah. He's at 1/6 or 1/5.
Yeah. But yeah, he's gonna pay 1, keep this character around. Did he just draw another fucking event? He just drew the event, so now. So I think what he's gonna do here, he's probably he
just combos again, right? He has the combo in his hand, right?
Yeah, and considering, well, I guess he didn't have a lot of the combo pieces in hand. I was gonna say, considering he didn't like sculpt for his level, early play turn, he didn't have the combo for it. He doesn't really have any of the pieces for it. That's all he can really do. Put in. Taking some damage. Cancels that one. That's nice.
3 here.
3. Kaguya player, I think, gets to have a pretty decent refresh.
This is a 7 refresh, right? Yeah. Or no, is there one? Did he trigger one last turn? And
I think he did. I think he triggered one. I don't think he. No, he had to have paid it out. He had to have paid it out.
So this should be a 7 refresh, yeah.
Because I think he still is holding one in hand.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Continuing damage.
Oh, what a good player. Canceling on 1. No problem.
He's going to salvage. Assume he's going to grab the level 3 character. Yep. Yeah, there it is.
I can't tell how many cards are left in his deck.
Look, I want to say either 1 or 2, but for the cheeky play, he does have the Chris Runner.
Oh,
so if he's out climaxes, he can mill.
True. Man, that 1-0 Krika is doing so much work this match because he saved it last turn. He's probably going to save it this following turn after he loses his board.
Yep.
Oh, man.
It's kind of like having that profile as opposed to something like Time Machine in my deck.
Yeah.
Just because, like, for these games where it's kind of rough, being able to pay 1 and have a body on board that's not, it's an okay size is really nice.
Yeah. And unlike the Time Machine, it technically absorbs 1 damage in a sense, right? So
yeah. Well, he did the play that I told him he was going to do. He just mills out. I think he's refreshing all 8.
That is such a good refresh.
He has so much stock too.
Like, yeah, being stuck.
I think Sinful Gear's like actually in a commanding position here.
Yeah.
If he cancels like 2 of these swings, I think it's almost like the right at that point. It's kind of over because he's gonna early play and he's gonna pop off.
Absolutely.
He goes for 1, cancels
All these
with the
guys.
wrong climax because he's bad.
Double.
That's the right climax you
Don't mind
cancel
me.
with. Oh,
Stand by here.
yep,
We see level 3
Standby's
Kaguya probably. Yep.
yep.
Oh, don't mind me. Just triple cancel. No problem.
Just triple canceling. 2 of them are going to be, pays 1 for the Hana Encore. Wait.
You clock here every time, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because you're going to play...
He drew the wrong climax.
It's fine, dude. He has a 1 draw off of his level 3 to find it, which he will, because why not?
Well, he also has the Brainstorm, so he does have climax swap also.
It's 1, hits 2.
Hits 2. So I'm guessing he's going to search for a Kirika and a climax swap, if I had to guess.
Well, does he have a climax at all in his hand right now?
Does have 1 bar, I think. He drew the wrong bar for turn.
Oh.
So he's just going to opt to not combo here.
Yeah, he just dirtles this turn, right? So
I guess he must have either blind stalked or he triggered the climax swap earlier. Because I think, like, if you can, you are supposed to, like, start popping off.
Yeah, you're very incentivized as a Sinful Gear player to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think here,
okay.
he's just going
to combo again because he's the combo piece. Why not, right?
Aggressive as ever. I think he's been slamming down gold bar almost every single turn this game.
He's out, what?
Aggression is key. Oh my god.
He's out 4 climaxes right now already, right? The Sinful Gear player?
Yeah. That sounds correct.
So we get a salvage here.
Okay, can we talk about that double cancel after the trigger too?
Oh no, he's out 5, it looks like. So yeah, you mill 4 here, right? How big is his deck? It might actually be kind of tiny. Maybe you don't mill that much, if any.
I think his deck is actually...
Oh.
I want to say he's going for it. Oh.
Damn.
Oh. So wait, no,
it wasn't his deck, I guess.
I don't understand. I guess he just chose to not go for it?
Yeah, maybe because he only had 1 level 3 in hand, but that doesn't make sense either, right? Because then he could search...
I think, no, because he had 2. Because he had 2 searches off the Brainstorm, which is why I'm not really understanding...
Does the Kaguya list play anti-early play counters?
He does not.
Yeah.
Kaguya doesn't really have an answer other than its 2/2s will just kind of punch over you. That's about it.
Yeah. How big is the center? Is it like 11.5, right?
Ishigami is going to be 11.
11?
So is the Chica.
Oh, yeah, 11. Yeah.
Those are level 2s behind the level support.
You get over that pretty easy if you do double Kirika. So, and he's the global 500 as well. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm very curious, especially like since I saw that he had the climax swap there, why he chose to not go for it.
Yeah, because like the huge.
Because I mean, honestly, we can like go back with the knowledge that he had a whole bunch of climaxes stacked on top and be like, "Yo, this play would have been sick."
Yeah.
But I think you would still do that regardless.
Yeah. Is he just afraid and maybe it gets answered by the principal, or not principal, but by the level 3 early play, the green one? I forget his name. The student council president or whatever?
I don't think so. The only thing you would need to be afraid of, I think, in that case is, what do you call it? Is if he hit level 3 and decided to drop the student council president on you, and that's about it. Because I think at that point, Kaguya had already a couple climaxes in waiting room.
Yeah.
So if you're going through that many cards with your Kirika, you're probably going to hit like 1 climax or something.
Yeah, I wonder what his thought process was. It was just like, maybe he just like, whatever, I have this climax, I can go 2/2/2 here and still plus a card.
Maybe it's a different style of piloting the deck that I haven't seen yet. I'm not exactly sure. It's definitely not the play I would have done though. I guess we can just go with it.
Hits 2 on this spammable.
2 off this spammable. Grabs an I. Is her name I forget.
I think it's I, yeah.
Yeah. Grabs the free fresh. And he's gonna ditch. I'm assuming if he has.
He has multiple climaxes in hand, so I assume he's gonna ditch one of them at least.
I think they're both standby.
Are they
so
both
I think he's
standby?
gonna ditch one of. Yeah, they kind of look like standby. Your hand cam, dude. When can we confirm what climaxes he's got in his hand?
It needs to be like MTG events where they have a person behind each player typing in what climaxes or what cards are in their hand, so the announcers know. Oh yeah, he did just stand by another level 3 early play. All right, another spammable here. Yep. All right. I forget, the burn one on the Kaguya level 3 is free, right? Or is it a pay one or something?
It
on the climax
should be free.
Yeah, okay.
It's the other on attack. It's on attack. You pay to burn, and then the other one is built in, which is the resonate, and that's on reverse.
So we got a refresh 7 here. I assume the second climax is his hand since he kept it was a gate. Otherwise, there's no reason to hold on to it, I think.
Yeah. And Sinful Gear's not like a very defensive deck, so you're very easily going to get your reverses against them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Sinful Gear has to pop off here now, right? There's no way.
Man, I thought he was going to pop off last turn, but I was wrong there, so I'm kind of doubting myself now. Well, he's pulling up a back row. He doesn't have the combo, but he has a lot of cards in hand, so this could actually just be another Dirtle turn.
Well, he has the setup in his hand. He has the event plus the 2.
But he doesn't have the gold bar.
Oh yeah. Dude, 2 draws is all you need for the gold bar. No, this has no faith.
You can't blame.
Oh, he's probably throwing on camera so the Sinful Gear doesn't get hit because he loves Sinful Gear like us.
Yeah, okay. He knows. So now he has it for next turn. Excuse me.
Gold by here, we blind stock. We ditch here. He could double ditch here if need be. I don't know how many he's at. Oh, he says no.
I think he needs to, or he needs to worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could technically ditch it for the Chris as well, but looks like he's not. He's good to go.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm saying, like, I don't think he's going to mill, because he just refreshed. He's not going to mill. There's no reason for him to kind of, like, gamble on his deck state.
How many climaxes in the waiting room? Is there even any right now? Because we have 2 climaxes
he just refreshed. I think there's only...
one. So he's out 3, but actually he's out 5 because he blind stocked 2, clearly.
Well, I think he's out 4.
Oh, 4?
Yeah, because he has 2, and I think I just saw 2 in Ben. Either way, I think he's fine. He had a pretty compressed deck, so I don't think Kaguya is going to be able to like just really seal the deal here. So yeah, from what it looks like, Kaguya is just going to try to dirtle back and also heal.
Overplays here, early play, heal.
Yep. Does he have a standby?
Oh, he's going in.
Oh no, he's just going for the gate. Okay, no, I think that's fine. Cancels. He's going to cancel again because he's good.
Oh my god, why? Alright, pay 1, burn 1.
Yep. 3.
What a good player.
3. He is at...
Oh, he doesn't resonate? How much does
There's
resonate
no
cost?
reason.
Yeah. Is it like paid?
It's ditch a card.
Oh,
it's resonate and then ditch a card. There's no reason for him to do so because Kiriko would just kind of heal off anyway. Wait, he doesn't block?
Yeah, he's 2-6, and he's about to like triple early play. He doesn't care.
That's right. He can technically just triple early play. What am I?
Yeah. He keeps that clock compression, which is really big. This is another reason why I hate Sinful Gear. Well, I love Sinful Gear, but the problem is the deck is too good.
The deck is a little absurd. He's like, yeah, dude, yeah, shuffle how you want, dude. Yeah, I don't care. You're about to get mowed on. Watch this.
Dude, remember when this guy had like a 3-card hand? Look at his hand now.
Yeah.
What happened?
Watch this. Yeah, get fucking. Yeah, he's gonna ditch CX to salvage first.
Sure, you got it, buddy. Let me just get my triple early play.
Oh no! Wait a minute. Hold. Oh my god, he's so strong.
Goodbye, Kaguya. It was nice knowing you.
No, you want to know the worst part? Is he can heal and then mill.
Oh my god.
So he'd be at 2-5 and mill himself out. Oh my god, please make it stop.
Is he considering not doing it? Oh, he's just gonna heal here. Interesting.
That's actually really curious.
I
would have thought, like, if you're gonna play down double, you would overplay it. Oh no, I guess yeah, he kind of has to stop here.
Yeah, I think he's just.
Well, no, because he could have gone one more. He could have gone one more.
He had it
healed first and then milled down.
I think he's just going with the safer play.
Hand.
Because I think he's just assuming he's going to live another turn, and he got the sack counter, right? So that
he does counter.
Yeah, so the Kaguya, if he even opened up combo again, doesn't get to like in one lane, doesn't get a reverse, right? So.
Here's the bar.
He's like, wait a minute, there was another bar. The way he reacted on like seeing that.
He's gonna pitch to.
I think he's just getting nothing here because you just take the free. You take the free triggers. You already have enough stock for whatever you're doing, right?
Free stock and free hand, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's taking the clean trigger here. Yep.
Hey, yo, check this out. See that deck? Dude, you're not going to do any fucking damage to me. Good luck, buddy.
Nope, he's considering burning. All right. Dish burn 1. All right. Yeah, he had 3 Kaguyas in hand, so it's like whatever. He gets 3 Kaguyas next, or he gets to play 2. Oh my god. Just get me out of this game.
He still cancels. Who are these players? They're so good. Did you see how he didn't even consider? He didn't even consider dropping the free fresh counter there. He's like, I'm still going to cancel, idiot. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, he was only out 3 after he milled the top 2 climaxes, right? So.
I think he was out 4, because I think he triggered one last turn as well. Alright, obstacle clock trial. This is probably Kaguya's last turn, and he knows it, so he's gotta make something happen.
He's gotta pop off here. It's unfortunate. So you just double
you try to draw. He tries to try to draw. Well, he can't do double now.
Oh my god!
Because he burned his stock.
Well,
and he got no good cards to convert.
Oh yeah. Did he even draw the climax turn or no? Oh, he has it in hand, right?
Yeah, he should have it in hand.
Yeah, ditches.
Pays 1 drop search. You probably just drop. I don't even know what you fucking go for here. I don't even think there was a reason to do that. It's like you already have the Kaguya. That's going to heal you. I was like, you already have like a level 0 you can potentially plop down, so why are you burning more stock? There's no real reason to do it.
Yeah, especially since you kind of want the free fresh for next turn, right? Because you can, like, I mean, we're saying this is the last turn for Kaguya, but you can, in response to like the top check, know it's all clean, refresh yourself when there's climaxes in waiting room to potentially like increase the odds of.
I'm saying it's last turn because you got to kind of think it's last turn, right? You got to kind of be like, I'm probably dead here, but you still try to play for survival.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it just seems like he's going through a lot here.
It's 2 off the spammable.
Ditch 2.
Yep. Grabs what? I'm not following this play. I'm gonna be honest. So he grabs climax swap. So maybe he doesn't have the right climax.
Oh yeah, that could be it here, which is really rough. Oh yeah, that kind of looks like standby. Is it standby in his hand or no?
I can't see.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the door.
So Kaguya's combo on attack was it's like
it's on attack you burn one.
Yeah.
And then you have resonate with is it pay one? I think it's pay one.
I think the first part is
it's on attack you pay one burn one.
Yeah. All right, climax.
And then whenever you have a reverse, okay, so you didn't need to climax swap.
Yeah. He went really hard to get that climax swap. Did he actually have to go that hard to find the climax swap like that?
I think he could have done a better play.
Yeah, or like not being able to double Kaguya level 3 here is kind of rough, right?
Yeah. Just plays.
What is that card?
What's happening? I'm not following what he did.
Yeah.
Hey, Monsterata. Anyway, though, he's going in for 3.
Dude, if this doesn't go through, I'd be really depressed. Ooh, we're back in the game, boys. Easy.
Yeah.
Ooh, we only have 4 for lethal? No problem. Because he doesn't want the burn one.
Yeah,
right?
He doesn't want the burn one to go through.
Because then it makes the last attack swing for 3.
So he needs to hit a trigger here.
Yeah.
But this is a twin drive, so he will trigger.
Ooh, 4. Let's go. Yep. Let's go.
Easy
Let's
lethal,
go,
boys.
I hate Sinful Gear. Sinful Gear is garbage.
Oh, dab.
I hate Sinful Gear.
It's over. Kaguya player is like, all right, I'm fucking done. I thought he was about to scoop there. But yeah, I think Kaguya player is just about done here. He's currently, I think he's sitting at 3-5.
Look at this. This guy's like, I need a clock here to find the climax. Do I even have 4 climaxes to combo with? That's 3 out, 1 left in the deck. Dude, easy. Clock here, get the climax. Let's see it. BM by clocking level 3. Oh, dang. He's just gonna heal. Oh, interesting.
Teal. Yeah, I think he's just opting to go for like 2-2-2. He doesn't have anything else.
I mean, I would have clocked to try to see the last climax because the board setup is set up to do side for 0, top check, clear climaxes, burn for 2. All right, that's it for Sinful Gear. Sinful Gear takes nationals in Japan. Kind of unsurprisingly. I mean, when Sinful Gear dropped, we all kind of already knew it was like busted after like it got solved really, really quick because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really obnoxious. Congratulations to the Sinful Gear player. I already forgot his name. What was it? It is Maruhi. Congratulations to Maruhi. I'm glad he's going to get Sinful Gear banned along with the other 5 players that joined Nats with Sinful Gear. I wonder if maybe they just planned that in a sense because they need that deck to be banned because it's obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like of the conspiracy theory. Bushi was like, Sinful Gear players have complained for the longest time that their deck wasn't good, so we'll give them the taste. Like for for one cycle they can be like BDIF, but after that, they're out of here.
Yeah, we went from garbage deck, garbage series, where like greatest fans ever, but the problem is Bushiroad was like, no, you can't have a taste of anything good. We finally get there, and now it's banned. We know both ends of the spectrum now of being absolute garbage and absolute best deck in format.
Yeah.
All right. I think that kind of wraps us up here, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. And yeah, just if you're new here, follow, subscribe, all that garbage, and check out our socials in the more information link below. And we'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. Later, everyone.
See you later.